Don't speak.
Ai, Zen. Yeah. Look, we're just gonna throw some bars in, have a bit of a laugh, have some fun. Hope you guys like it. Much love. You know it is. Come on, you ones.
I'm flying high like a bird, but my fluttering wings can keep you from pulling me down. Your mama says I'm a fool, and yeah, maybe that's true, 'cause I can't stop thinking about you. Myself not to slip back into old habit, 'cause heartbreak is savage and love is a bitch.
Good morning, or good evening, Kieran. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good morning, you son. Good evening to me. That's it.
Yeah, mate. And it's early hours of the morning for anybody in the States as well, isn't it? So, yeah, right. Okay, so let's just quickly have a look in the chat, see who's with us today. I'm going to have to scroll back a little bit. Here we go. Nash is in the house. Good morning, Nashi. And happy Amaret, as always. All right, hold up. Sorry, I didn't actually put them on the screen, did I? Look, there's Nashi. Good morning, everybody. And happy Amaret. And Titch. Good morning, Titch. How are you, sir?
Good.
Glad to see you on this.
Good to see him back again this week.
Yeah.
It was good.
Happy says you don't catch the worm being late. Now that's true, you don't. How's Kieran, the little FF? Winky face. How are you, Kieran? Happy wants to know.
I'm good, sweetie pie. I've never been insulted so much by a woman in my fucking life than that woman.
And still like her. And still like her. I know.
But it makes me giggle. She makes me giggle every time, right? That's why I told her, please don't stop, right? Because it does make me giggle. And I need a bit of giggling here and there. So carry on that.
Yeah, that's it. Darren's in the house. Evening, Darren. Thank you for joining us, sir. Happy Amaret saying hello to Dazza also. Love a bit of eye candy in the morning, she's saying. Well, that's because in the group chat, I announced that we're going to be doing a little, not a bio profile, we're just going to do a little Lanzini loving kind of thing. We're gonna,
really? Do we have
yeah,
to?
yeah. Well, look, I've been wanting to do player bios and profiles and stuff for a little while, and I thought, well,
but you're
as well, I
pandering to her, aren't you?
Yeah, no, stop it, no.
Oh,
I thought, as I've already got the Lanzini one prepared, and we haven't got anything planned for today,
no.
we'll have a little Lanzini loving today, all right? And I know that will please her, obviously, but that's not why I did it. That's not why I did it. Morning, Jazz. Okay. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't already checked out the West Ham Irons channel, please do. Go and subscribe and like, and also the same with Hammers Fans United, you know, with Titch. Go and check him out as well. Thailand Paul. You know, make sure you give all these people the same love you give to me and everybody else. Can make some tea for me. Can someone make some tea for me? Oh, I don't know about that. Titch is saying hello. West Ham Fans United. See, that's the other channel you need to go and check out. That he has some hilarious, funny clips on there, but also some really good live quiz shows on a Tuesday and a Wednesday at around about lunchtime. So around 12:30 UK time. You have who? Hang on, what's it called? Guess Who? That's it. Guess Who? And Initial Thoughts. Now I'm not sure which one goes on the Tuesday and which one on the Wednesday.
It's really hard, mate.
Yeah, I think it's Initial Thoughts on the Tuesday and Guess Who on the Wednesday. And at the moment, Hammerette seems to be smashing it. So does there's 2 or 3 people on there that are really smashing it at the moment. And Disabled Team, Stuart,
Stuart's good.
He's also doing really, really well on it as well. I get probably one answer right every week out of the 2 shows.
I'm normally falling asleep when it comes on. That's my problem.
Yeah, that poo emoji that actually rounds up what I'm like on them shows. But I just
and I will say though, Budge, it's a cab for me. Well, it is for you now as well. It's Cab Sav Saturday.
Yeah, Cab Sav Saturday. Love that. Controversial, Titch. Happy's
right. Yeah, you're right, Dick. So she should be. Get in the kitchen. That's her job.
Look, she's okay, so how's your week been then, Kieran?
Busy, goes. I've been working around my mate's place. He's got a 5-acre property, right? And he's decided, I said, I'm 61. My mate, you wouldn't think he was 73, but he is. And he's got 5 acres, and I put the photos of his dogs. He's got about 5 bloody dogs. He's decided to sell up. So we're just trying to get it into a bit of ship shape for him to sell it, and sort of size down a bit, you know, save all the maintenance and the stuff he has to do day in, day out, because I've done so much work around his house. It's unbelievable over the years, you know. Shit, like I built my new deck. I've done this. I've done loads there.
Kieran, read that comment from Titch.
She's definitely talking about Kieran for absolutely, Titch. You know the truth, mate. That's why she slags me off so much. She thinks I'm gorgeous.
I want to acknowledge that Hammerhead is in the house as well. Good morning, Hammerhead. Thank you for joining us, mate. Another regular that we have on Green Street Elites. Great. Jazz says, Budgie, love you smoking the fag while live. Superb and original. Listen, mate. Listen, with Green Street Elites, you get me. And you get me as me. I ain't going to put on no airs and graces for nobody. If people don't like me smoking while I'm broadcasting, they don't have to watch. And I'm not trying to alienate anybody. All I'm saying is I'm me. I'm in my own home. If I choose to smoke, then, you know, that, look, thank you for, saying that. But, I really don't, don't care. There is nothing biased here, Kieran. Lanzini bio on it here is absolutely nothing to do with me. But that is kind of true. That is kind of true. And Well, in fact, it's very true as to the reason why it's on today. It has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with Hammerette. The only reason I did the Lanzini bio one first was because I told her that I was going to do them, and she said, "Oh, I can't wait for the Lanzini one," so I did it first. Anyway,
it's definitely not nothing to do with me.
No, definitely not nothing to do with you. No. No, I'm not doing a Budgie Burn one yet. Oh yeah, I was chatting to a guy on Twitter. He followed me, so I followed him back. And every new follow I get on my Budgie Uncaged Twitter feed, every new follow I get, I'll always acknowledge it by sending them a private message saying thank you for the follow. Right. And then this one guy, Robert, he's about our age, just a little bit older than us. I think he was born in like 57, 58. His first game was in 62. So, you know, he said that, you know, he said, "Oh, you're welcome, Budgie Burn." So we had this long conversation. Yeah. Anyway, I might be getting him on camera. So that's going to be a good one because this guy's a little bit older than us. And he'll know all the stuff that we know and more, Kieran, you know.
And more, yeah.
He was going to the games while we were... Yeah, he was going to the games while we were being introduced to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's going to be a really interesting one. I said to him, he said he's a little nervous on camera. So I said, well, look, you know, I've given him my WhatsApp number. I said, look, we'll have a couple of WhatsApp video calls first. Then you'll get used to talking to me on camera.
And if you get me on, we'll go into this. Doing it, I'll put his mind at ease. Believe me. Or maybe not.
See, you ain't going anywhere near none of them.
What you trying to say?
Fuck off. That's like giving your little brother your Airfix model to play with after you've just finished making it. Come on. I wouldn't know what that's like because I was the baby brother. I mean, I'm the baby out of four of us, and my mum still calls me her baby, and I'm 60 years old, for God's sake, you know. Jazz is saying he needs to sub to Chichi's channel today. Good luck with it, mate. It's been going for almost 2 years, actually, Jazz, and he's only been doing little bits and bobs. He also stuck a load of work into Random just before I started doing bits on there, and during my time on there, Titch was doing bits on there. He was doing lots of the backroom stuff, like you know, the videos and stuff like that. He was supplying and designing and all of that stuff for us and for the disabled team and for other people. So Titch has been really busy. His channel hasn't really been that active until a couple of months ago, and then, as I said, he started doing a few more lives and stuff. But give it a look, though, Jazz, because it's properly worth it. And as I said, there's some proper funny uploads on there, you know. His sense of humour is definitely in your realms, buddy. All right.
He's got a great, and he will say he has got a fantastic mascot. I'll give him that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Kieran. You haven't? Did you see the picture I put in the?
Yeah, I was gonna come. I've been that busy, Budge. I haven't been able to get back to it. Where did that come from? Did you send it?
That's some guy. No, it's some guy who's obviously bought that gnome, and he takes it to every game with him. And the caption on that picture was the gnome meets the campist riot cop in Seville.
Oh, right.
And this cop had his hand on his shoulder and he had like proper old gay stance about him.
But when you said to me I was at the job, I just saw it for a minute and then I forgot about it. I'm fucking the first thing I thought, I hope you said.
And then Happy put up the picture of one with its legs broken off.
Yeah.
Did you see that one? I said, what happened there? I said, he got legless. He had too many cabs out and got legless.
No, I'll have to go back, right? And Titch ain't seen that photo of him with the copper. I'll have to make sure Titch sees it. Wow.
Oh, I think I sent it to him. I'm pretty sure I did. Titch, let me know if I did. If not, I'll send it over to you. Hammerhead won the other day on Guess Who, I think it was. Rewind. Happy Hammerette says she's third or fourth. Right, okay.
She's good though.
Is it Jazz or Jazz? It's Jazz with an S, Titch. Jazz with an S. Hammerhead was the champ, says
Wow,
Titch.
was it?
Don't get a let Hammerhead
take then cheating again.
Yeah, of course, Happy. Of course, that's true. Just subbed. Mr. Comment. Keep telling yourself that. Right, in about 10 minutes, we'll do this
Harmony.
Lanzini thing. Good morning, Harmony. Thank you for joining us, my love. Those of you that do know her will know already, but those of you that don't know her, Harmony is a Leeds fan, and she is a regular on ourselves on Green Street Elite. She's also a regular on Titch's channel, Hammers Fans United, and I do believe she's also been on Random a few times as well. Happy sharing the love. Right, okay. Some of these personal ones I'll go through. Hold on. Oh, hang on, Harmony. What's been going on, sweetheart? Because I haven't spoken to you in a few days.
I don't think she's been too well.
It's not the dreaded COVID, is it?
I don't know.
Well, speedy recovery, my love. And also, just those of you that don't know, Harmony was also connected with a few punk bands back in the day, back in singing, writing, performing, and all that kind of stuff.
My mate.
That's why she's VIP in here. You know, that's why. That's why she gets, the big mentions that she gets, because she's our very own legend. And that's true. Jazz is saying he's always on the rum, as you know, when he's live. Yeah, he likes a drop of rum. He does like a drop of rum.
You, mate.
I like a drop of gin. I like a drop of gin. He likes a drop of cab sav. I mean, we're all, Happy, you see, this is the kind of thing that we're talking about. You will soon have a 6-pack with all of the coughing. That's looking onto the bright side. Right, okay, so this is, hold on. I had to put that one up. Thank you. Don't look a day over 30. I know you're lying. I know she's lying, but she's trying to make me feel good because I've had a real shitty week as that happens. Here's one half of the disabled team, Mr. Statham. Good afternoon, Lee. How are you, sir? In fact, it's good morning, Lee. How are you, sir? I hope you're well. I hope the family are well, mum and dad and everybody. Darren Higgins has just subbed to West Ham Irons as well. Looks like Haaland is going to City. Christ, they have some talent, don't they? Yeah, well, they got the money for it. Everybody's worried about what Newcastle are going to do with their money. Do people want to go to Newcastle? I know they're a legendary big club, but they've done nothing in
they're not
30 years.
I actually, Budgie, I'll dispute that. I don't think they are a big club.
Not anymore, they're not. No, they used to be.
I don't believe they ever have been. They're a big fan.
They got 50,000 regular fans every home game.
When I talk about a big club, it's about what you've achieved and what you've won, right? They've won fuck all, right?
That's a lot to do with it.
They're a big club in Newcastle. That's it.
No,
and they've got a big fan base. But I don't regard them as a big
That's
club.
what it is, Kieran. Look, Newcastle have got a huge fan base in the northeast. Like even people in Middlesbrough support the Toon, people in Sunderland support the Toon. All over the northeast. They're all not all, but there are a lot of Toon supporters, and they regularly have 54,000 home.
No issue with that. But I just wanted to. When people say they're a big club, historically they're not. They're not a big club. What they are is
not as far as achievement is concerned. No,
Well, that to me that defines a big club. That defines a big
Have they
club.
got any FA Cup wins to their credit, Kieran?
I'm sure they got something fucking 50 odd years ago, but it's been a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they're not a big club. But I'll tell you what,
I've got the
could
laptop
change
here
in
today.
4 years' time. In 4 years'
I've
time,
got the laptop here, so I'm just.
It's something I just don't regard myself as a big club because all they've got is a big fan base. We've got a big fan base. Doesn't necessarily make us a big club.
We certainly have. Yeah. No, but we're massive. Everywhere we go.
Everywhere we
I
go.
mean, you've only got to ask Amarette what we are, and she'll yell it at the top of her lungs in the middle of Tottenham. She would yell it, right?
Oh,
and she would be singing.
I did. I nearly
she
got
would
killed.
Be singing anti-Tottenham songs all the way down the high street. She would. That's why I love going to games with her, Kieran. Honestly, the fun that we have, it's just brilliant. It's typically a football weekend. When you get over here, you have got to come out. You've got to come out to a game with me and Hamrat. You've got to.
I'm not.
And anyone else that wants to join the party. It's never just us. There's always others involved. Usually Cams gets down. We arrange to meet in the toilets and stuff.
But I remember nearly getting killed down Seven Sisters Road at Tottenham. In about, it must have been 1978 or something like that. And, I don't need Hammer. We're walking down Seven Sisters Road, Hammer going, we are massive. Jesus, I get killed again.
Oh no, she'd be singing, we'll be running round Tottenham with our willies hanging out. That's what she'd be singing. And it would be her that starts that. I guarantee you 100%. It would be Hammerette that starts that. Oh my God. Honestly.
No, it'd be great. It'd be lovely. I'd love to get back there one day, Budge, and we all meet up and watch a game and have a beer. That'd be
it would be great. It will be great. And as I said, anyone else that comes over or wants to come, it'll be a brilliant thing. We've got hang on, I've got the official Newcastle site up here. I don't think that's really going to help me, is it? Unless I go into the search bar and find that and then go.
Ask the question, how shit a Newcastle? And it might tell you.
I'm going to type in titles and see what that comes up with. 220 results for titles.
Well, that won't be anything, no. Just ask what Newcastle ever won.
Yeah, right. Hang on, right. Let me go back to Google.
But they've had good teams. They nearly won the league 1 year with Kevin Keegan, didn't they? They've done a little bit here and there, but they've
won the league, have they?
No,
oh yeah, they did. Remember. Division 1. No, they didn't win it.
I don't think they've ever won it. They got close with Keegan.
That's right.
And Ferguson stuffed them, didn't he? Ferguson done it. And that's all I remember about Newcastle. They've probably done something somewhere, but they're not, to me, a big club historically, right? They've just got a big fan base in the northeast. That's it. That's all they are.
Yeah.
But in 4 years' time, mate, with the money they're going to have injected in that club, there will be.
Right. Well, I'm going to kind of throw a little spanner in the works here, mate. Newcastle United have won 4 league titles, 6 FA Cups and the FA Charity Shield, as well as the 1968-69 Intercity Fairs Cup, and in 2006 they won the Intertoto Cup.
That don't count.
It's the 9th highest total of trophies won by an English club. Their most successful period was between 1904 and 1910, when they won 3 of their league titles and the FA Cup.
Exactly.
Well,
over 100 years ago,
they've got a massive history. That's what they've got. They've got a big fan base and a massive history.
Yeah, so, they've got a history of 100 years.
Yeah, or more. But then who hasn't? Chelsea have. Tottenham.
We have.
Well, I don't know. don't know when Tottenham were formed, actually. I'm not really bothered, if I'm honest. Right. Thanks for reminding me now, Jazz. You could have messaged me last night and said, Budgie, don't forget to do your fantasy football. Cheers, mate. Thanks for that. If I don't get any points this week, it's all coming down to you. Laughing Lee. Newcastle Leeds are one city clubs. Yeah, I suppose they can be.
But they are. They are.
What do you mean 11 a.m. cut-off? What do you mean by that, Happy? We're going until about 11:30, 11:45, I would have thought. Because we're going to do this Lanzini bio. Well, we're going to do this Lanzini loving in about 5 minutes. So
time is meaningless, but we don't have times. We just go with the flow.
Yeah, mate. Right. Right. Okay. So we've got loads of people in the chat. Oh, yeah, our Paul's arrived. Yeah, I knew you'd be here, Paul. I gave you a little shout out about 20 minutes ago. She's impatient. She's waiting for the Lanzini. No Chelsea jokes today. No, none whatsoever.
Yeah,
none
can't
whatsoever.
be.
Hammerette will probably sing you a little song in a minute, Paul, but you know, nothing. Stuart's arrived. Good afternoon. No, good morning, Stuart. Thank you for joining us, mate.
Stuart, sir. How are you, Stuart?
Yeah, and I've got a feeling we're going to have somebody else here in a minute by the time I get to the bottom of this list. Everywhere we go, she's saying.
Did I tell you I popped on? Budge, I popped on after the Seville game, and it was oh God knows 6 o'clock in the morning with young Jake. I popped on with young Jake and Andy.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, tell me what happened. How did it go? What was the?
Yeah, just done a review of the game with Andy and young Jake. That's all. It was good. I gave you a shout out, Ad Pitch, and Mr. Random. I done all three of you at the end, so just in case you're wondering.
That's very kind of you, Ernie. That's very kind. My daughter's about to walk in the door. I bet she pats me on the head.
Good.
Hello, baby.
Slap him on the head.
Wait, good job she can't hear you. Eh?
If you'd have said that any louder, the whole street would have heard.
Oh, right. Okay, she heard me saying it as she was opening the door. Bugger it. No, normally I'll get like a little pat on the head from her. Yeah, so, all right. Okay, happy you disappeared off to do your fantasy league. Oh, right. Okay, referring to the fantasy league. Right, cool. Right, this is personal chat. There we go. I told you she'd sing you the song. Chelsea get sanctioned everywhere they go. It led into it. Totally innocent. She says, yeah, right. True. Oh, Darren's put Salah as a triple captain today. Yeah. And Titch is saying thank you also for the shout out. Okay, well, look, I think. Oh, look, oh, bless you. Thank you, Happy. She's saying, John, with lots of hearts. Look, come say hello to Happy, look.
Hi, Kerry.
You're not allowed to use her name on here, you donut.
Good skill, John.
That's why I said Happy. It's all right, Princess. That's right. It should be like that now. There'll be an emoji with that now, I bet. You know what I mean? Right. Anyway, listen. We are really, really, really close to doing this Lanzini loving. But quickly, I just want to do something. I just want to quickly do this.
Hello.
Good morning, Gatesy. How are you, sir?
I'm top of the morning, my friend. How about you boys?
Good day, Robert. How are you, sir?
Not bad, Kieran. You're looking well.
So I'd like to say the same about you, but I'm not sure I can.
Actually, I think I'm looking better than ever with this.
Yeah, not a hair out of place, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't just call Happy Hammerette what I think you just called Happy Hammerette.
Yeah, Kerry. You got a Kerry, mate.
No. It wasn't me that said that. It wasn't me that said that. It was my daughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, look, there's all the emojis. Look,
that's like
I'm in trouble now.
And calling him Clark Kent or Kal-El. Don't do it.
You got to remember, though.
Okay,
Kerry is a beautiful county.
Says.
It's a beautiful county on the west coast of Ireland. She should be proud of having that name.
Correct.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So now it appears that not only have we got Bert and Ernie on the show, apparently Zippy's arrived.
Hello, boys and girls. Hello, yes.
Absolute quality. Okay, right. So we're going to do a little Lanzini loving. Go on, Rob. We'll do a little Lanzini loving. So I've got a video, little bit of a video prepared already.
Good.
I've done this a few weeks ago. So it's only a couple of minutes long. So we'll play this and then we'll have a proper chat, guys. All right?
I can fill the glass.
Hold on. Let's just remove the comment. And here we
Press
go.
the right button.
I hope this is the right one.
I understood loneliness before I knew what it was. Saw the fears on the table for your unrequited love. And I would be nothing without your foot in the air. Not strong enough for both of us, both of us, both of us, both of us. 'Cause I am giant, stand up off my shoulders, tell me what you see. 'Cause I am giant, we've been breaking moldings underneath your feet. 'Cause I am giant. Emotion, you can draw down your guard and free from the notion we can be who we are. You tell me something, yeah, freedom is ours. You told me live it is togetherness. 'Cause I am giant, stand up off my shoulder.
Manuel Lanzini.
Classico, him getting the fastest ever goal.
Yeah.
That's
a
nice little history you've got there.
Yeah. 43 seconds. You can't see that getting beaten anytime soon, can you?
You'd have to be going some, wouldn't you? I mean, that is a proper hostile atmosphere. If people watching are not aware of what Super Classico is, it's the two superpowers in Buenos Aires in Argentina going head to head, and they hate each other with a passion.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people would have seen the footage from Mexico over the last couple of weeks or last week or so. It can be worse than that at the El Clasico. I mean, it's literally full on war, and that's off the pitch. On the pitch, it's
for you, Budge. Do you know what?
Yeah, go on.
Obviously Manuel Lanzini's connections are with River Plate, but
yeah,
Boca Juniors, their home ground is called La Bombonera. Do you know what that translates to in English?
I would imagine something to do with a bomb.
No. Kieran, you know?
No, nothing like that.
No, the cauldron.
No, it translates into English as the chocolate box. And the reason being, if you look at an aerial photograph of the stadium, it looks like a chocolate box.
All right. Well,
Okay.
that's an
It's a
interesting.
bit like one not far from you, Kieran. Well, I say
That's Boca Juniors, yeah?
That's Boca Juniors, La Bombonera.
All right.
Right. Nice.
You know,
I like that stat. I like that stat.
The West, it's like down in Kieran's part of the world. The Westpac Stadium in Wellington is colloquially known as the cake tin because it looks like a cake tin.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
All right.
similar-
Wellington, that's North New Zealand. Yeah. Wellington on the North Island of New Zealand.
Hmm.
I told you my New Zealand story.
My uncle lived
Didn't I?
there.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, I told
think
you
did.
about
I
it
don't know if
before.
you told me on air.
Yeah, I do. I've
Yeah, go
done it on one of our things. Goes, I ended up getting strip searched, Robert, at the airport, Auckland Airport. Right, they strip searched me.
Not the full body cavity and all that.
No, I refused that bit, but I was down to the old. I had me Jacobs hanging out, and there was a pair of gloves right on the table, mate. And I said, mate, don't even think about putting them on because it ain't happening. Right, I'll do a fucking X-ray before I do that. So yeah. That was my first visit to New Zealand. Got strip searched.
Lovely. You ever been back?
Anyway.
Brilliant. Love that.
No, I haven't actually. I had a great time there, though. It was a beautiful country. It's a beautiful place, mate, and especially the South Island, Queenstown, and that. It was a beautiful, beautiful country. Just had an unfortunate incident at the airport.
We've kind of drifted off of subject, but go on, carry on, Rob.
No, I was just going to say, just real quick, I got some family down in Christchurch, actually.
All right.
Yeah. Nice.
It's beautiful.
I've got family in Wellington, which is weird, but there you go. Okay, so Manuel Lanzini. Let's have a little chat about him.
He's shit.
He originally signed for us. I know. I think he's going to end up getting himself told off quite severely, you know. I don't see him getting away with that.
I missed that. Did I miss something?
You started it, mate.
What?
You said that Lanzini was shit.
I never meant it. I didn't mean that. You know that.
I said you thought he said Ben Rama.
Yeah, exactly. He's shit.
Happy says that needs updating. He's scored 6 goals this season already. Okay, all right, thank you. But that was, that was made about a month ago. That was about a month or so ago. All right. Anyway, so tell me something about Lanzini, Rob, while I'm just getting something up on the laptop here.
Well, Happy Hammerette loves him. I think Happy Hammerette would like to have many babies with Lanzini. But as far as I'm concerned, probably the standout moment West Ham career it's got to be the equaliser at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, isn't it? Where he's last second of the match and he's lashed it top bins to get the equaliser. But that aside, I mean, he should also be remembered. He also scored against Tottenham in the first West Ham Tottenham fixture at London Stadium where we won 1-0. I actually took my wife.
He did.
The Spurs fan that went down like a with her, but you know it is what it is. He also scored. He's also got a little place in history because he scored one of the goals in our 3-0 victory at Anfield in 2015, which was our first win in about 250 centuries or something like that.
Well, it was at least 50 years, Robert, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I think it was 19. I think went back to about 1963 was the last time we'd won a league fixture at Anfield, something along those lines. It was
it was a long time.
So, and he scored one of the goals along with Sacco and Noble. So he's got that little, and he had a horrendous injury. Let's not lie. He had an absolutely horrendous injury, which a lot of players don't properly come back from. And to be honest with you, I was one of them thinking, and I said it on multiple occasions, where he just seems his skills have not diminished, but it's just his speed of executing what he wants to do. He's not as quick as he used to be. He's not as quick as he needs to be. I have to say, this season he seems to have got back to somewhere around his old levels, there or thereabouts, which is really pleasing, because I honestly thought that even despite the equaliser he got at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Spuds, I did kind of think his time was probably coming to a conclusion and that he would probably be moved on his way. But he's managed to make himself an integral part of the furniture at London Stadium again, and long may that continue. I'm really pleased for him. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I will agree with that, Robert. When he had that horrendous injury, all right. When he had that horrendous injury, excuse me. When he came back, he wasn't ready, and you could see that he weren't fully committed to challenges or tackles and all that, and he didn't have that confidence in himself. And I think that injury plays in. Not comparing myself to him, but I remember when I tore my ligaments. I was playing out here in a pretty high standard of football, and I tore my ligaments in my ankle. I was out for 2 months, and I came back, and I was a fierce tackler, and I weren't quite committing to them tackles as I used to, and because I know my ankle was fine again, but I was just worried about doing it again. And I remember the coach pulling me up and going, "Son, there's nothing wrong with your ankle anymore. Don't worry about it. Just get back to where you were. Get back to where you were and put in that tackle you need to put in. Stop. You're not pulling out, but you're not quite committing." And I knew that. And then I just went, bollocks, I'm fine, and went for it. And I think Lanzini has done that, because that first time he came back after injury, you could see he weren't quite committed. And now, this season, oh, mate, he's fierce as. It's like he's lost the fear of getting injured again. And I believe Lanzini's probably our best technical player we have. And I just love when I watch him play at times, I'm just in awe of him, because he's such a great little player. His football brain is so good. And the game the other week, I think even against Liverpool, he was so good. It was just fantastic. Yeah. And I really have got. The shame Seville in the first half, I thought he was one of the best players on the park. Second half, he dropped off and didn't particularly have a good half, but that happens.
Even allowing for that, and I brought this up yesterday on the post-match that we did on Forged, where I turned around and said that his pass accuracy was running in that Seville game at 91%. And Charlie, who was co-hosting with me last night, he actually turned around and said, for Lanzini, that's actually under par. And that's incredible, because 91%, most other players would be like, I'm pretty happy with that. But for Lanzini's stats this season, that was below average.
Yeah. I told you were in trouble, son.
Testament to his...
Kieran's lucky there are many miles between us.
Always have. There always will be. Don't worry.
I was going to say, I don't think EasyJet go down to Brisbane.
Yeah. Richard, good morning, sir. HH told him last Saturday she's not interested in Lanzini.
She lied to you, Richard.
She lied to you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm just as big as fanboy of Lanzini as Happy Hammer is. Be honest, I love the boy. I think he's just quality, absolute class. When he's on it, he's the best player we've got. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And, you know, one of the points that I wanted to make, that there was a reference to it in that little video, that when he was playing for River Plate, you know, it was that goal in the Super Classico, as Hammerette is reminding me, 43 seconds. When he scored that, that was when the manager really started getting to use Manuel Lanzini a lot. I read the write-up on his time at River Plate, and he kept asking the manager for the number 10 shirt, which was, you know, it's iconic at that club. And the manager wouldn't give it to him, even though there wasn't a player any better than him in his position. He still wouldn't give the shirt to Lanzini. And then this manager was found out for doing dodgy dealings in some way or another, and was sacked. It was sacked instantly. And the new manager that came in watched Lanzini on the training pitch and gave him the 10 shirt for his first match as the manager. There's a little piece of information for you. He got his beloved 10 shirt. You know, lots of other.
And that's a massive honour. A massive honour, because the number 10 shirt throughout history has usually been given to your playmaker, your
the best
technical player. So for
that would be like us bringing out the number 6 shirt again and giving it to Declan Rice.
Agreed.
That's the kind of honour that is.
I think it's
like
even
us, bringing it out of retirement.
It's more so. It's not just River Plate. In Argentina itself, the whole country, the number 10 shirt is the shirt, right? For anyone in Argentina,
whole of South America. It not just. I mean, Argentina,
Brazil, probably all of South America. You're right, Robert.
Brazil. You look at Brazil, LA. You look at Argentina. You've got Maradona. You've got Messi. All through. I mean,
Chicharito even.
I mean, it's
Chicharito wore a 10 for Mexico.
Did he? I thought was he not 9? He was 10, was he?
No, he was number.
I think he was 9.5.
Mexico. Hang on. Look, 9.5. You soppy sod. Go on, carry on, and I'll have a little look on Goggle. Right, go on.
Yeah. Especially with Brazil.
What's his real name? What's his real name?
Javier Hernandez.
Hernandez. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
but to be bestowed that, I mean, like I say, you probably, a lot of people would say what's in a number, but the prestige of having the number 10 shirt is something that cannot be underestimated. You know, you look at players throughout history that are synonymous with wearing that particular number, and it's a who's who of legends of the game.
It is. It is. It is the ultimate number. It's the most creative player, and
Pele being my most favourite number 10.
Trevor Brooking.
I'm trying to find. He was wearing the 14 shirt for Mexico in these 3 images, and they're all different periods as well.
There you go. So discount.
Can you remember the shirt number he wore for us?
I think it was 17.
It was. I'm sure it was.
Couldn't tell you.
Come on, why is this going so slowly?
Sounds like my sex life.
That sounds like my life.
It ain't fucking as slow.
You're just getting on my tits now. Yeah.
Anyway, but
I'm not saying nothing actually, because
right.
Every single picture of him in a West Ham. Yes. I'm looking for a picture of him in a West Ham kit where I can actually see the poxy number.
But no one cares. Chicharito, no one cares.
Oh yeah, that's true. It should be Lanzini I should be looking at, shouldn't it?
Exactly. But I will say this, anyway. Robert, you know when you said about Lanzini's goal against Tottenham, right?
Yeah.
I can go back, right, to the iconic moments because my memory's so bad lately, right, of West Ham. But there are certain things I never ever forget, right? One memory I had when I was about 10 was being in the North Bank when the ball, when you got onto the wall there on the North Bank of Upton Park, and the ball comes past the goal, hits the ball, and I grabbed the ball. It came up into my hands, and Bobby Moore came over and said, and I handed him the ball back, right? And which I thought nothing of at the time, but now you think back of how he's thought of as a player and a legend. You went, wow, what a moment! But I never forgot that. I never forgot Lampard. I was at Ellen Road in the semi-final of that FA Cup in 1980 when Lampard scored the header. That moment I'll never forget. I'll never forget Brooking
Frank fell over
scoring the winner in the final. But that Lanzini moment when he hit that shot for that 3-3 draw, that's up there with all of them. It really is. It was such a magnificent moment, and I'll never ever forget it. It was fabulous, fabulous. It's an iconic moment, even though it weren't even a win. It was a draw, but for 81 minutes we were 3-0 down, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, I think it'll go down as one of the goals, not just for the pureness of the strike, but also if you factor in it was the last minute of game. If you factor in it, we were 3-0 down. We were away from home, and cherry on the icing of the cake.
There was nothing to lose.
It was against Tottenham. So that all of these things go into the mix, and that just makes it for me an iconic moment in West Ham history. Yet it didn't win us anything other than a point on the day.
No, only a point. But the stars aligned, didn't it?
Yes,
the last kick of the game. 3-0 down, after 81 minutes. And it just happened. Yeah. And you go, wow, I'll never forget.
Here's a good comment from Hammerhead. He says, Manu and Messi are cut from the same cloth. They are from the same town in Argentina, where they were the best of friends before Messi went off to Barcelona. And that is the reason why Messi has a Lanzini West Ham shirt.
Which he does, yeah.
I think that Messi, from what I understand, was really disappointed when Lanzini got the injury, because I think he was looking forward to playing alongside Lanzini for Argentina, and when he got that injury, it was just... I hope that the World Cup in Qatar, we got a chance to see, because I suspect that this will be Messi's last World Cup. It's nice if Lanzini makes the squad and he at least gets some game time in a game at some stage alongside his mate. That'd be really nice.
Yeah, would be. Even though I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to the World Cup in Qatar, but we'll see.
Yeah. So look, Stu Mac says, "Oh, good morning, Stu. Thank you for joining us, sir." When people were saying hello, Stu, I assumed they meant the disabled team. My apologies. Chicharito wore 14 for club and country. He did indeed. Did he wear 14 for us though? That's the question I'm asking.
Not sure. He did. Either 14
I thought it was 17.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't think it was 14. I think it was 17. The Pele film is the best football film anyone can watch. Good shout, that.
Who was it that made the 14 shirt famous?
What, for us?
No, just made the... Because don't forget, sort of like before squad numbers, it was 1 to 11, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was, and obviously sort of like you had World Cups and European Championships where you had squad numbers, but there was one particular player that made the 14 shirt iconic. Can you remember who it was?
One of the great... The club, Robert, or country?
Both. He was one of the legends of the game of the 70s.
Really?
Probably one of the best players to have never won the World Cup.
Oh, I know that is. Johan Cruyff.
Bingo.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
No. I actually, Rob, I have to correct you there. He is the greatest player never to have won the World Cup, in my opinion.
George Best.
That's just my own personal opinion.
There's quite a few who haven't won the World Cup, isn't there?
Oh yeah, George Best, I suppose. All right, okay, let's not get on that conversation.
Yeah, I can give you 20 here. But what a player! What a player! See,
look, Happy Hammerhead saying exactly that, Kieran. The way he tore his shirt off and ran across the pitch swinging it. I've actually got another video that I can play in a bit, which actually shows him doing exactly that. But yeah,
it was. I'll tell you this now.
She said it was obviously the shirt she meant that he was swinging.
Yeah. you know. Yeah. But for me, like, I'm watching it here. I think, what time was that? It was 1 o'clock in the morning. I think the kickoff was for me, and me and my boy watched it together, and both of us were screaming and jumping. We were ripping our shirts off, mate, when he hit that shot, and we just couldn't believe what we saw. And it was wonderful. It was a wonderful moment for me to share with my boy too, and I'll never forget it. And Happy Hammerhead, and I did tell her, I let her know that Frankel has got that shirt. That pissed her even more.
That very shirt, yeah.
That very shirt.
And she rightfully informed us that Lanzini was number 28 while he was on loan for us. And then we gave him the iconic number 10 when he signed. Was it when he signed or was it after? Because I thought we had a number 10 when he signed.
No,
I thought was.
Because I got a vague recollection when he got that goal against Spuds in the first game against them at London Stadium, which would have been his first season as a signed player, not the previous season when he was on loan. I'm fairly sure I remember him wearing 10 then. My mind might be playing me, but I'm fairly sure he was number 10.
No. It's probably my mind playing tricks, mate. Don't worry about that. And to be fair, I don't think Happy would get that kind of statement wrong, if I'm honest.
No.
Happy knows his inside. Let's not kid ourselves.
No, she knows how many pubes he's got.
Henri did wear the 14 shirt. You're right, Hammerhead, but he wasn't the one that made it an iconic number. As Gatesy and I have both said, it was Johan Cruyff. And he's probably also the best player that had a son go into the game. Didn't really do anything. I mean, Jordi Cruyff, he signed for Man United and didn't really go anywhere with them, did he? Correct, Hammerhead. Henri was 14, yeah.
Yeah, but obviously Johan dates Henri by about 20 years.
Yeah. Hammerhead, probably right, mate. She would rather have the game-worn shorts, not the shirt. That's probably about right.
I think she wants what's in the shorts.
I think so too, Robert.
She says she knows that she would give her left something to have that sweaty shirt. It's probably been washed now. Yeah.
Well, you'd have to ask Frankel, wouldn't you? You'd have to ask Frankel if he wants to sell it.
That's not very nice now, is it?
I love that.
Fuck off, Slippy.
Right, okay, well, look, let me just quickly play this other video then that's got the celebration from the iconic goal.
But I hope it's got the goal as well.
Yeah, I'm going to just... I don't know if it has or not. I can't remember.
All right.
I can't remember. I've done this one about 4 weeks ago.
I remember, could I ever forget? It's the first time. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air now. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air now.
Well, that was a bit stupid. That was the wrong video, and I haven't got the right one uploaded.
We've all.
I've got this one though. Have a check this one out. You're gonna love this.
Yeah,
let's have a look. What we're going to do on the old Guinness thing today, then? Ooh. West Ham are massive, everywhere we go, everywhere we go.
A couple of people I know in there. Yes. Oh dear.
Someone looked vaguely familiar, I thought.
Yeah. Two of them, I thought, you know.
Hey, I know. Was there Kerry in there? I've seen.
Oh
dear. Oh dear.
I don't know how to answer that.
Oh dear.
Lovely county.
Well, thank you for joining us. I think
the next time you might have a black eye. If happy,
well, I won't because I didn't say it.
No,
I didn't say it.
I did. I'm not fucking bothered either. To be honest.
All right, well, look, guys, we've been going for just over an hour. We've had a little Lanzini loving. We've had a bit of fun. We'll kind of wrap things up in a few minutes because I don't really want to run into anybody else's time zones, and I think people are, you know, Leeds are playing, aren't they?
I think they are. Do you mind if I just give a quick plug to a certain?
Oh no, please do, Rob. Please do, mate.
Thank you. If any of you aren't already tuned in to subscribe to Falls from Iron West Ham United on YouTube, which is the channel that Duke and I running in partnership. We've got our pre-match stream for the Villa game set around about 1 o'clock, or should be 1 o'clock. Please pop over and give us a look. Duke won't be able to make it today, so I have a very special guest who will be accompanying me, but that's all I can say.
Wow, that's good news. That's good. Right, yeah. So please, ladies and gentlemen, get yourselves over to Forge. Get yourself a notification on. It's on at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, Rob?
Not for me.
That's it.
Oh,
yeah,
not for me.
Well,
no. It's 11 o'clock at night for you, isn't it, Kieran?
Yeah, it is, son. Yeah. Well done.
for the moment anyway. It will be 10 o'clock at night in a few weeks. Yeah, 1 o'clock, Forge from Iron, West Ham United. Get yourselves over there. Get yourselves a notification on for a 1 o'clock start. And Gates, he's got a special guest. Duke is unable to attend. He's at a country and western concert.
Guest, though, the right Muppet.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Oh, really?
He's a real rubbish.
Oh, come on, don't say that. You'll be putting people off of going over there and having it.
My God will be broken-hearted with that comment, Kieran.
Not at all. No, the people like seeing a Muppet on there again.
It could be a female. I'm saying it could be. They could be a female.
Oh yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You'll have to see.
So yeah, let's not throw the insults out right now, mate. Anyway, so I hope you get bitten by a black widow. And oh no, they're not black widows over there, are they?
Today, son. I nearly got bitten today.
Did you?
Oh, mate, I told you I was on my mate's property and that, and we're more worried about snakes, to be honest. We were pulling up stuff that have been sitting there for years, timbers and that, and that's where you normally find the snakes when you pull up an old pallet we didn't find one actually. Normally on this property, I've come across 4 or 5 snakes there in the past working there, but none. But this big huntsman, big spider, right, the size of your hand, come flying at me right onto my. And I fucking flicked it off like that with your bastard. Fucking frightening. But yeah, that was a bit scary. But anyway, it wasn't a black widow. The big one. Before
we call it a day, gents, I've got to ask you, Kieran. Obviously, you're over there in Oz. Are you disappointed that Neighbours is coming to its end?
No, I haven't watched it for 30 years, so I don't really care.
that's probably the reason why it's coming to an end, because nobody bloody watches it anymore.
No, but the only reason, look, that became a big hit in the UK and not so much Australia. And it was the UK base, was it Channel 4 or Channel 5?
It was
Channel
5, wasn't it? And then they moved to Channel 5.
They decided not to renew the contract, and that's what killed them, right? I said, well, that's it. The only people that would actually show it and pay for it to be shown was them. So once they pulled out, they couldn't do it anymore. There was just no money.
Yeah.
No one in Australia cares about Home and Away or Neighbours.
Really?
They just don't care. Yeah, it was more an overseas thing that made them popular, especially in the UK. Amazing, eh?
Thanks, Hammerette. Leeds aren't on until tomorrow.
Oh.
We've got Liverpool, Brighton, and then Manure and the Spuds today. But the disabled team have done a pre-recorded show this morning. So please, ladies and gentlemen, get yourselves over to them and subscribe and all them lovely things to them as well. And also, guys, check out Hammers Fans United. Check out West Ham. What was it? West Ham Irons, which is Jazz's channel.
Yeah.
And check out Random. Check out Forge from Iron, West Ham United, and West Ham Network. Give everybody the love, guys. Everybody needs the love.
Did I tell you?
Needs the likes.
Did I ever mention?
Yep.
My Robbie Williams story to you?
No.
No, you didn't. Hang on. Is this going to take long? Because I've got all the time in the world, but I don't know what other people have got on. So tell us the story.
No, it won't take long, but I'm going to save it for another day.
Go on.
Go on.
No, come on. Let's have it.
Come on, let's get it out there.
Right, about 4 years ago, right? Not that it's that exciting because it never happened, but 4 years ago, right? I got a phone call, right? A mate of mine, he's connected. He's a top footballer. He was an ex-pro. He was a professional at Leicester in Gary Lineker's day, right? And he was a pro at Leicester in the same reserve as Gary Lineker, and he broke his leg. And then he came back, but he weren't at that standard anymore. And he ended up moving to Australia, right? And we both He played in Brisbane. I played on the Gold Coast. Anyway, about 4 years ago, we've known each other for a long, long time. He phoned me up and said, "Look, do you know Robbie Williams is touring Australia?" And Robbie Williams' thing was there. He had his crew, like his entourage and his what do you call them? What's the name, crew? They'd
Roadies?
always roadies. That's the word I was looking for, Robert. Thank you. Right, they'd always, wherever they went in the world, they'd organise a game against a local team, wherever they went. Right, especially the roadies. They're all football mad, right? And there was about 15 of them, and they were playing. He'd gone to Melbourne to do a concert, but they were coming to Sydney. Now, two of the guys we knew, they'd got the Robbie Williams roadies had got in contact with them because they were part of a club. Said, "Look, we're coming there. Can we organise a game with you?" So they phoned my mate up, Frankie, right? And he phoned me up and said, "Look, do you fancy going and having a game against Robbie Williams and his little roadies?" I went, "Fuck yeah, I fucking do, yeah, it was brilliant."
Yeah.
So we organised the flights and that, and we flew down to Sydney and to meet up. We got there a day early, you know. We were meant to be playing the game the next day. Like, this is only 4 years ago. I was a fucking hell. I could only kick a ball then. I was about 56. But the point is, I wanted to play against Robbie Williams. Now, he was doing a tour, and he had his father on tour as well.
Right.
His father was part of that show at the time. But what happened in Melbourne, right? They meant to fly out that day when we arrived in Sydney, fly out that day, and we were playing them the next day. And the massive storms hit Sydney. Massive storms, right? It was so bad, electrical storms and ever. They couldn't fly out. They couldn't get out of fucking Melbourne. I mean, all the planes were grounded. I was fucking hell. So all the phone calls were going on. We're talking to their roadies. I said, "No, we can't do it. Hopefully we can get out the next day." And they couldn't. Now, we booked a flight for 3 days, you know, and it came to the Wednesday. They couldn't. They were flying. They were eventually getting back to Sydney on the Wednesday, right? 3 days late. But we had to fly out on the Wednesday. So,
Yeah.
I was just my luck. I was fucking gutted. So we had to fly back to Brisbane on the Wednesday, and the game took place the next day. And the mates we had there in Sydney, they played against them, and Robbie Williams couldn't play because he had a bad back. He'd hurt his back, right? And but my mate played with his dad and that, got to meet his dad and had a great day with them, and all the roadies had a brilliant day. But it was nearly.
Just want to acknowledge that Wally's in the house. Hello, Wally. Thank you for joining us.
What's that, mate?
Happy's got a question for us.
Sorry, I was just saying, Kieran, is he a Port Vale fan, Robbie Williams, isn't he?
Yes, indeed he is. Exactly.
Yeah.
But my mate reckoned his dad was a top guy. It's really good geezer. Really had a great laugh. And they had a game. They did have the game, but I was so pissed off that we couldn't stay for it.
Is his dad's name Pete?
I can't remember. Is it Pete? Is it? I couldn't remember.
Peter Williams, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is Peter Williams. Avi Amaret's got a question for us. She says Mbappe or Haaland?
Haaland.
Well, we ain't signing either of them.
No, but who would you prefer?
Ooh. Wow, that's a toughie.
I think it's tough as well. Imagine Mbappe with the kind of supply that Lanzini and Bowen and
I'd say that Mbappe
could offer him.
In pace, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's slightly older than Haaland, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I think
about a year older.
Yeah, I'd probably just go with Mbappe, but it's a really close one.
That's a good call, though, isn't it? Yeah, that is a really good call. Haaland or Mbappe.
Tomorrow I might say Haaland, but
I'd like to know who you think actually, Happy. But for me, it's probably Mbappe as well. I think,
Here's a question for you, Happy. Albion Agetti or Jordan Hugill?
I think the answer's going to be neither.
You got to
I think the answer's going to be we're closed at the moment. Please try again later.
Yeah. Which one of those two?
So Hammerhead says Mbappe, though.
Yeah.
She wants Man United to beat Tottenham. Yeah, we all do.
I know what Charlie Walsh would pick. That's about it.
Don't worry, Happy. Your secret's safe with me, yes.
Thank you, Paul. Much appreciated. I've already read that one out, I think. Oh, mate, I think these comments might have. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Good one. I haven't talked to Stuart for a while. I want to catch up with him again. But hopefully.
Right. Okay. So, right. I'm going to just. Oh.
There he is. There's Zippy. There's the fucker.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so yesterday, this comment refers to the West Ham Network show with Russ when he had Scott Minto on live last night. Did you watch that at all, guys?
He was very good, children. He was very good, yes. Not one of our better players, but he was a very good guest, yes.
Thank you, Zippy.
Right.
And Kieran, did you watch it?
No, because I was working all day when I missed it. No,
oh, right. Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, so, Happy obviously was doing a double shift yesterday, which she does every week, bless her. And I said to her, look, because she was gutted, she weren't going to be able to watch the show.
All she does is she orders people around and she sits in the corner getting pissed.
There you go.
So I offered to ask a question for her, which I did, which she sent me, and thank you for acknowledging that, Happy.
Scott Minto thought it was a rubbish question. Yeah.
Right. Mbappe 23, Haaland's 21. Oh, so there's a couple of years.
I was not before your time, Happy. Don't talk nonsense.
Hang on, that weren't Happy that said that, was it? No, it was Hammerhead. Hammerhead's only about 20 something.
24.
Or
5.
maybe
next.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Happy. Hammerhead that said that. Right, so Hammerhead saying he would take Mbappe over Haaland any day. Haaland won't be as good as people think.
He is. Mate, look, the fuck up. We don't need Mbappe. We need a fucking striker. We'll have fucking
what do you think Mbappe is?
He's a fucking
Mbappe's a goal scorer. He's a goal scorer, Kieran.
More, he's all right. He'd be a midfielder put into a striker's position. I know he's a goal scorer.
Well, exactly, but he's a goal scorer, mate. And I know we don't lack. I know we don't lack goal scorers, but what we lack is a goal scorer.
No, what we lack is a centre forward who can score goals. Haaland's your man. Done. We've got all the midfielders in the goal.
I'll have to see you in the car park after the show, mate. I think we'll have to sort this out in the car park.
As if we could ever get either. As if we could ever get either, right?
Computer says no. Oh, really? Is that true, Hammerhead? Funny thing, Bowen looks a bit like Zippy and gets called it by his mates.
I've always thought that Darren Bowen was the best looking player, yes.
I didn't even really associate him with Zippy, I've got to be honest.
Is it?
That's a footballer now.
He's even done a Zippy celebration, apparently. I'll have to have a look for that. Yeah, I'm going to have to look for that.
I think that was
if you've got a link for it, mate. If you've got a link for it.
I think that was when we beat Wolves 4-0 last season, yes.
Was it?
I think so, yes.
All right, okay. Thank you, Zippy. He only played around 50 times because of injury, Shane. Yeah. Who are we talking about here? Oh, Minto. That's right, Minto. Yeah. Yeah, see, not allowed to drink, Zippy. She says she has to drive 26 miles home after work at 1 a.m. in the morning. So no alcohol for her, not on a Friday night.
Listen, she's minted. She's got a chauffeur.
Oh, I love this nonsense. Haaland is injury prone already. He won't be as good as people think.
Right,
I
appreciate Hamhead. I really like that boy, but he's starting to get on my nerves now. Haaland is quality, Gazer. He's quality. Hamhead, come on. The boy is fucking quality.
No, Kieran, Haaland is pants, mate, he says.
He's honestly, mate, he's the best striker in the world. I'll tell you that now.
All right. Okay. Apparently, he zipped his mouth shut a couple of times as a celebration.
Yeah,
I actually remember that now. I remember
that. Yeah, he said that. You're right. He did.
And I think you're right. Actually,
I didn't know it referred to Robert though. I didn't know it was about him.
Yeah, no, actually, Zippy, I think you're probably right. I think that was against Wolves last season. They reckon that Mbappe could break Bolt's record. What? The 100 meters? Really? That's a bold statement. That's a really bold statement. 9.65 or something.
Run between them two defenders, Budgie. And my God, you think the defenders were standing still? They were going full pelt, and he just passed.
Well,
God,
you know, we know he's quick. We know he's quick.
Oh man, he's lightning. He really is.
Oh, if he ran at his own pace for 100 meters, I suppose that would be like a moving start rather than a standing start. Because you got to remember, Usain Bolt's drive off the line is incredible. He gets about a metre head start on anybody from the blocks. Anybody.
And Mbappe's quick, but there's absolutely no way that he would beat Bolt. Prime Bolt over 100 meters in a 100 meter race with all of the kit and wear. No chance.
No one. No. But he is quick.
Must be close with these comments now. Oh look, Hammerhead says he loves you too, Kieran.
I do, Hammerhead. I love you too, brother. But Haaland's an absolute quality striker.
That's the thing. What Happy's saying there, if he could hold it for 100 meters, he would be able to. That's the difference.
Yeah, and that's because of the difference in the training regimes and stuff. I would imagine.
Yeah,
that's probably what that's all about. Darren's saying that he would have Haaland all day long.
Yeah, I would. But look, it's like a lot of athletes, isn't it? Some, especially footballers, right? The ones that really impress you is the ones that can do just that 10-meter, 10-meter sprint. Yeah. Just gives them that space to.
I mean, I honestly believe that a fully fit Ryan Fredericks would be able to mark Mbappe. I believe he would be. I'm not sure that he would be able to keep up with him throughout the whole game, but we know that Fredericks is quick. I think he would be able to mark Mbappe, don't you? Do you think so, guys?
I think he's got the pace to maybe match him, maybe not. But
I think the pace he could match him for, but I think that Mbappe's trickery would undo him, though.
Yeah, the trickery would
probably
wouldn't do him any good. If it was a full-on race to a ball,
I was thinking more about the pace side of things rather than the technical side of things. But
if the ball was
you bang on right though.
If the ball was knocked into space behind the back line and it was a foot race between Fredericks and Mbappe, I think Fredericks would have a shot. But if it was a sort of like if if Fredericks was facing Mbappe with the ball at Mbappe's feet, I think that the trickery would unlock, and he'd put Fredericks on his arse.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Do you think he'd do the same to Zuma?
Zuma?
He unlocks. I mean, Mbappe against anyone, skill-wise, is a problem. The guy's just too tricky. He's too quick.
Yeah, but then I'm asking about Zuma because he is quite an experienced, big game player, and he's kind of a little bit more clued up than a lot of players are in defence these days. I mean, like Van Dijk would probably definitely be out of control Mbappe, for skill and technicality. But in our squad, I think the only player that could mark him is Zuma. Eh?
No, but the two things come into play. If it comes to pace, Mbappe, all he has to do is knock a ball past the player and run past him. And it will beat any defender in the world for that. Any defender. If he gets in that situation, what you got to do is stop him getting that ball to do that.
You'd probably need to play a low block against the team with Mbappe so that you're denying him that space in behind, and you need the goalkeeper.
If you've got space in the ball, you're in trouble.
Yeah. If you're playing a high line with Mbappe sort of lurking, if he gets it sort of like past the back line and it's a foot race, good luck.
It's all over, yeah.
So on that line then, Rob, if you were to say, for example, you were choosing your lineup against who is it he plays for? PSG, isn't it?
Yes,
Mbappe.
But he's out of contract.
Yeah, but let's just say, for argument's sake, we've got PSG in the next leg of the European Championship. Let's just say, for argument's sake, we've got Mbappe coming to the London Stadium. Who would you put between the sticks, knowing that he can do that to defend?
Areola.
Me too.
Areola, because I think Areola would anticipate things a little bit better than Fabianski. Fabianski, great shot stopper, but he is sometimes a little bit glued to his line. He doesn't sort of like come off his line quick enough.
He's a 6-yard box keeper, really, in my opinion.
Yeah, fantastic goalkeeper,
brilliant at it as well.
Yeah,
but I think Areola would definitely have to play against the likes of players like Mbappe and even Haaland, because I think he would anticipate Haaland's movement in the box better.
If we were playing PSG, bud, we'd need Areola and Fabianski there.
And Randall.
Stick David Martin in there as well. Oh mate, But anyway, guys, I am going to wrap things up because it is like nearly an hour and a half, and we're back on in a little while. Well, I say we. Forward from Iron are back on in a little while, and I want to be in the chat, so because I know what's coming. So let's say thank you to everybody in the chat for joining us. And thank you for the likes. If you haven't already, please do. It helps the algae, or whatever you call it, algorithms. Final word from you, Kieran?
You caught me there. Final word is, boys, I'm very happy with our result against Seville. Not totally happy, but I'm happy we only lost 1-0. Right? It could have been a lot worse. I'm really positive about next week. I'm not too bothered about Villa now. I want to put all the eggs in one basket. I want to go for the fucking European game. I want to, if we have to rest players against Villa to win that game against Seville, I would sacrifice a game to do it. But that's just me.
Okay.
I'm not too despondent. We had chances against Seville. We could have got a point against them. We didn't. Right. But what we can't do next week, when we do play them on the Thursday, right, we can't say again we weren't clinical enough, right? Because we will have chances. and we have to take them. There will be minimal, but we have to take at least 1 or 2, preferably 2. That makes us win, and we need a clean sheet. All right. So I would like to say that. Don't be despondent, guys. Next week we have got every chance of beating them. All we got to do is put the ball in the onion bag, as they used to say, and we'll be right.
That's exactly it, mate. Thank you. Hang on, who have we got with us? Zippy.
Hey, George. George is here too now.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, so is George as well. Okay, so any final thoughts from you, Rob?
Well, I'd just like to say, we are fucking massive, yes.
And come on, you irons!
Brilliant.
Thanks for those, Libby. Fucking hell.
Oh, blimey. If. Right, okay, well, look, my final comments will be thank you to everybody that joined us. Thank you to, I'm not going to mention everybody because I'll probably forget some. Thank you for all your comments. Sorry, I didn't get to read them all out, but as you know, I do tend to forget some of them at sometimes. Thank you, Kieran, for joining me. Gatesy, thank you again for joining me, sir. I'll be in the chat for your show and look forward to your special guest. 1 o'clock, guys, don't forget, Force from Iron, West Ham United, preview to the Villa game. So, I'm going to play us out with a little video, and me and you are going to be in the car park in a minute, Kieran.
No, right. I'm there. You tell me what it is.
Artie, Zen. Yeah. Look, we're just gonna throw some bars in, have a bit of a laugh, have some fun. Hope you guys like it. Much love. You know it is. Come on, you irons.